First reading, a reading from the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verses 2 to 14. Daniel said, I have seen visions in the night. I saw that the four winds of heaven were stirring up the great sea. Four great beasts emerged from the sea, each different from the others. The first was like a lion with eagle's wings, and as I looked, its wings were torn off, and it was lifted off the ground and set standing on its feet like a human, and it was given a human heart. And that before me was a second beast like a bear, rearing up on one side with three ribs in its mouth between its teeth. Up came the command, eat quantities of flesh. After this I looked, and there before me was another beast, like a leopard, and with four birds' wings on its flanks. It had four heads and was granted authority. Next, in the visions of the night, I saw another vision. There before me was a fourth beast, fearful, terrifying, very strong. It had great iron teeth, and it ate its victims, crushed them, and trampled their remains underfoot. It was different from the previous beast and had 10 horns. While I was looking at these horns, I saw another horn sprouting among them, a little one. Three of the original horns were pulled out by the root to make way for it, and in this horn I saw eyes like human eyes and a mouth full of boasting. While I was watching, thrones were set in place, and one most venerable took his seat. His robe was white as snow, the hair of his head as pure as wool. His throne was a blaze of flames, its wheels were a burning fire. A stream of fire poured out, issuing from his presence. 1,000,000 waited on him. 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The court was in session, and the books lay open. I went on watching, then because of the noise made by the boastings of the horn. As I watched, the beast was put to death, and its body destroyed and committed to the flames. The other beasts were stripped of their empire, but received a lease of life for a season and a time. I was gazing into the visions of the night when I saw, coming on the clouds of heaven, as it were a son of man, he came to the one most venerable and was led into his presence. On him was conferred rule, honor, and kingship, and all peoples, nations, and languages became his servants. His rule is an everlasting rule which will never pass away, and his kingship will never come to an end. This is the word of Lord. Thanks be to God. A reading from the Gospel according to Luke, chapter 21, verses 29 to 33. And he told them a parable. Look at the fig tree, and indeed every tree. As soon as you see them bud, you can see for yourselves that summer is now near. So, with you, when you see these things happening, know that the kingdom of God is near. In truth, I tell you, before this generation has passed away, all will have taken place. Sky and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away.